Hello, peoples of the interwebs, it's TheL00natic back again with a scratchy throat, and my very first ever Teachy-McVideo tutorial thingamabobber. It's probably a Teachy-McVideo, that sounds like a more professional term, yes? Brilliant. Alright, so I have for you today a jousting arena thing. I don't actually know what they're called. The jousting pitch? Jousting arena? It's a jousting McJouster, that's what it is. And I redstoned the whole thing. Works wonderfully. And it's a lot of fun. I made it kind of a little design here with it so you could have just a nice visual representation of the possibility of how to set it up. And as you can see over to the right, I'm ready for the tutorial. But first, before we do that tutorial Teachy-McVideo thing, let's give you a demonstration of how this thing works, shall we? Okay, so here we are in our horse, on our saddle, on our horse. Yeah, in our saddle, on our horse. And I had a sword. It just vanished. One moment while I fix things. Okay, as you can see now, we are on our horse in our saddle. And we've chosen the horse instead of the donkey. We don't want the donkey. Donkeys they're not good for jousting. So, oop, bump my mouse. What we're gonna do then is we're gonna go out here, get all lined up, and as you can see across the way, I have a volunteer. My opponent is here to help me. Because obviously jousting you need two people, and I am, well, one person right now. So we'll push this little button to say that we're ready. Light'll come on. Hold forward. And brilliant. Let me try and kill our opponent. Ow. I don't know how close I came, but he said ow, so that's a good sign. Okay. I think we'll get him on this next pass. So we hit the ready button again. And we wait for the lights and the note blocks to count us in. Suspense. So much. Okay, brilliant. And oh, run horse, run horse! You just about killed my horsey, my poor horsey. Okay, well I'm ready to go again. I'm gonna try and get this going, and oh, my poor horse might not survive this. May need some splash potions of things. Oh boy! Oh boy! Okay. Resetting itself, there we go. And this should be their last run, hopefully. Either my horse is gonna die or he's gonna die. That's probably how it's gonna go. Yoo-hoo! Woo! And with a slightly cheaty thing, I have managed to win. Yes, so, that is jousting. And now, now for the tutorial, before I get killed. Alright, now for the tutorial bit, the Teachy-McVideo part of this whole Teachy-McVideo. So as you can see here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, by I'll just tell you it's 40, I think. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, yes, 40. Brilliant. So 40 blocks by 30 blocks. Now it will be 4 levels below your ground, by which I mean you go 1, 2, 3, and your ground is at level 4. So you have to keep that in mind when you're digging this out. And there will be a little bit more room that is needed for a couple of other things. So, but this is the basic platform that you'll need. And to build this, everything you'll need is in this chest. If I have forgotten anything, I will put a note on the screen saying that I'm an idiot. But for the moment, we don't have that, so woohoo! So we'll grab the things that we need, and we'll start this tutorial. Alright, so we're going to start out by placing a block of redstone there, a building block there, whoop, and a torch on the block. That helps. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bits of redstone out. Into a repeater. This repeater is going to run into a block which has some redstone on top of it. And then, let's see here, this then goes up a level. So we're actually going to go like this. Oopsie daisies. As you can tell, I'm a master at placing blocks. And so we're going to move this over to... Sorry, I haven't quite memorized this yet. I've only built it 6 times. By which I mean 3. Okay, so we're going to bring it over onto a couple of blocks like this. And here we're going to place down our nice little... Woo! Maybe that's not how I want to do this. Hold on a moment. Nope, I've messed this up already. Okay. We're going to place this stone down here, and this down here. And this right here is going to be a T flip-flop. If you don't know what a T flip-flop is, it's a name of a thing. Basically, when we push a button, and we put a redstone input out through this, it's going to switch where the circuit is. So it'll power those torches, and then when that turns on again, then it will do that. And then when we power it again, and then unpower it, it'll switch. So therefore we can switch where exactly our redstone input is coming from. Now for this little bit right here, we're actually going to take out these 3 blocks. I'm going to go underneath real quick like. Boop. Doot. Okay. And we're going to place some redstone down underneath here. This will take a signal back for us. And we'll take it out up here. And then over to, let's see here. Yes. Over back up here, the 7 blocks again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By 7 I meant 8. Yes, yeah, by 8 blocks. And it's going to go into a redstone repeater. Alright. Now over here what we need to do is we need a block with a block on top of it. And I think that's good. Yeah, a block with a block on top of it. We'll remove the block from under the block. And on top of that, we will place a torch. Brilliant. And that'll invert the signal there. And then on top of this right here, we're going to put a piece of redstone. Above that, we will need a block. And we'll toss on a stone pressure plate. And this will be, or actually we want a button here. I'm sorry. This will be our input for getting ready. Alright, then we're going to take and place a block on top of this torch, another block on top of it, destroy that block, and get it so we have this. On top of here we're going to put 1 each of these redstone lamps, and underneath what we need is to not have a haunted place to work in, but we need a bunch of these going out, and I will get back to you in one moment with the number of those. And as I thought, but I had no confidence, it was 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. We're running into stuff. Brilliant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now on the front of each one of them, we want a repeater set to 1 tick. On this side over here, we're going to run redstone all the way out, and then along the edge here. Over here, we want them all set to 2 ticks. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And then on this side over here, we want the full 4 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth. This right here will give us the proper delay for the redstone lamps so that they kind of tick down 1, 2, 3 once you hit the button. Now, from over here, we're going to add in next the sound system. Okay, now we need to place down a block here. Another block here, here. Another block there. 1, 2, 3, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, brilliant. On here, we're going to actually have some of these coming out. So we need 2 repeaters. 3 repeaters, I apologize. And then a bit of redstone right there. On the back here, we're going to place a block with some redstone on it. And redstone going along for 7 of these, so 4, 5, 6, 7. That doesn't matter that they'll connect up there, that is just fine. So what we'll need then is to get our note blocks. Put 1 there, and 1 there. In the middle we need 10 ticks of delay, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll repeat that for all the other ones. And yep, so there we go. So we have now got the delay for those. So when this is triggered, it will count down. These torches, or these lamps rather, will light up at the same time as each one of these dings. And I may have to double check that with my timing, but it should work out just fine. Alright, and the next bit we will be getting to is the system here for the upper bits. Okay, so now we are going to take a signal from this block here and run it like So, onto a torch, oops, into a block on there, into a block, or rather into a torch on the block, another block on there, and a torch here. Now on top of this torch there is going to be a redstone lamp, which I have swapped out for my note blocks because I'm totally paying attention. Okay, so there will be a redstone lamp, and this will be your ready light. So when this lamp is on, you're ready. When this lamp is off, you're not set as ready. Okay, then we're going to take, and we're actually going to place a block on here. If you shift click on that, it won't do anything, so that's how I did that little trick. We're going to put a redstone dusty bit there, and we're going to stick a torch on that. Now in front of this torch, we will want a upward facing sticky piston with a, I'll move this out of the way, slime block with one of these. And this right here will actually power another sticky piston. That will go here. That's not a sticky piston, that's a sticky piston, and one that goes there. On the front of this sticky piston up here, we're going to put some arbitrary decorational block, and on the bottom of this block right here, we're going to put a fence post. This is the gate that holds you in, and there will be a floor around it, obviously, but we'll get to that later. Okay, now, so that we can make it so that both sides become ready at the same time, what we want to do is in the middle we want to build what's called an AND gate, and that means that it will only be active when both sides of the redstone are powered. So, sorry, just looking over there at a thing. What we're going to do is we're going to put a redstone dust there. Then we're going to put a repeater on full, full, and full. I said full. And that's going to lead into a block with a torch underneath it. And we're going to stick across from that another block with the torch on it. On top of these torches we need blocks. On top of these blocks we need redstone. And then on this side, we're going to put it here. So when you're facing this side of the block, you want to put it on the right block. Now, this torch right here is going to actually power this system over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to steal that input, place it on some half slabs with repeaters all set to full ticks to give a little bit of delay so that you have some time to, you know, psych yourself up for the match. And so there's some suspense. Now we just need to repeat the process on this side of the thing. And in case you didn't catch it, I'll do it one more time. So that's a piece of redstone dust here. A block there with a torch on the other side. 7 pieces of redstone dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And those will lead into, what was it? What was it? You guessed it, a repeater. Yes, leading into a block. Where's the repeater? There it is. Repeater leading into a block. Scratching my nose. Hold on a moment. Which will lead into a half slabby contraption here that goes like this into 2 more blocks. We'll put some redstone dust on top of all of these, and here's where we'll have our T flip-flop. So that means I need the other piston. Interesting. Well, it's bud powered right now. Hopefully that'll be fixed in a moment. I did have this problem at one point where things were being weirdly bud powered, so I had to fiddle with stuff. But anyway, we're just going to, for starters, take and stick our redstone dust down the bottom here and have it come up. And then it's going to go along the sides there. Now, so we need here quickly that and that along with our redstone torches. Okay, good, it does work. Figured I'd double check that. So, okay, and yeah, so that's that bit right there. This is going to come back for the 7 blocks back to the same position here into a repeater. And over here, we're going to take a block, stick it up here, put a block there, boop that thing, put a torch on the end of that block, a piece of redstone dust on top of this block, a full block on top of that block, and I've hidden my button away. We're going to put the button on top of this block right here, and that'll be our little input for the redstone-y stuff over here. There we go. We'll do this bit over here quickly now. Since we're over here, we're going to put a block there with a redstone torch on top of it, and a block on the redstone torch, torch on the block on the torch, torch on the other side of the block, and a lamp on the torch. Brilliant. There's our ready light. It shows that we're ready. When we hit this button right here, it will show us as not ready. So it's a nice little thing right there. Now over here, what we need is we need a block on top of the torch. Block on top of the block, remove that. Oops, bam. And bam. Put a few lamps on top of here. And from down here, we're going to snag a signal. Okay. And this needs to go up by 7 blocks. So 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I said 6. Go away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll place down our repeaters. 1, 2, 3. We'll get some 1, 2, 3, 4. All on 4 ticks on this side. That was a fail. Actually, I don't want one there. I want redstone there. Brilliant. And then we'll get our 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll put down there, along with redstone dust there. Need to pull this out by 4. We'll put down some repeaters with no delay, and a piece of redstone dust right there. Next, we'll put down then a few blocks over here. So we'll need, let's see here, this one's going to have to go there, I do believe. Yes, there. 1, 2, put down on top of those the note blocks, and it'll be 3 blocks in between each note block. So you go 3 blocks, and then you'll go note block. 3 blocks, oops, and another block, and then a note block on top of it. And you need the 3 note blocks. Carry this along all the way over to here, where we'll place that block. Maybe I've done this incorrectly. Hold on one moment, let me double check. Ah, I see what I did. So, all that hard work that I just did placing those blocks, yeah, we'll undo that real quickly here, because I'm a gibbon. There we go. It goes right there. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, with a note block on either one of those. Boop, and nope. Oopsie daisy. Okay, 1. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Redstonerous, dusterous, all along here. 10 ticks of delay facing in the right direction. Oops. Bam. Bam. Hey, I can place it from here. Brilliant. Okay. There we have it. And then we'll withdraw the signal from over here. So we'll put our output from our T flip-flop going into our I think this is 12 ticks. 3 times 4 is 12, right? Last I checked at any rate. Maybe it's changed. I don't know. I don't pay attention to the world. And then we'll want to take our output of these. I've knackered it. Going like this. And alright, and then once again on this side over here, we will need a block on top of this with a piece of redstone dust on top and a torch on this side. And then, let's see here, we'll need a sticky piston facing upwards. One moment while I put everything in my inventory. Sticky piston facing upwards on the outside of that with a slime block there. One of those blocks there. 2 sticky pistons on this redstone block facing out. Some arbitrary decorational blocks on top of there. And a fence gate on there. Now to make this a little bit more complete, we'll put another fence gates along the top of there on either side. And there we have it. This is the system completed. Except for one small bit, which I'll show you in 1 second here. So we set that. That'll turn it on. We'll set this button. And listen for the stuff. Okay. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Alright, so then you'll just go through. You'll need a floor of some sort, obviously. I went with grass, and I liked the acacia wood, actually, quite a lot for how it looks. To cover this stuff up over here, I just used the hay blocks, and it was nice and simple. Just kind of a nice little decorational type of thing. Worked really well. I put the cage things over here for the horses. You can put them in the back, however you want to do it. But that's the basic system. The last thing that we'll need is the ability to reset this. So we'll put a block on top of either side here, and you can stick that over either one of these blocks here. I'm putting it on the inside one for no particular reason. And we'll put pressure plates on top of these blocks, And that way, when you're running along on your horse, you'll automatically reset your system. Bam! And then it will power down, and then those will extend again. Okay, now for playing this, there are a few things that I would recommend. You'll want, of course, your Sharpness 5 diamond swords for the first version of this that I showed you. Whoop, my mouse has gone flying off. And there is a second version that I will show you, which does involve knockback 2 wooden swords. And I'll just craft those up real quickly. But then everything else you want is some horses, of course, and some armor for your horses is a good idea. Diamond armor is a good thing. Obviously, my horse is going to need a little bit of fixing because reasons of science. So having some, splash potions of healing, instant health, whatever the best for that'll probably be the best thing to have. So you need a sword like this for you and your friends for the second version that I'm about to show you. The second version over here that we have, as you can see, is very similar to the other one that I showed you with a slight difference. There are some pits on the either side. These are 2 blocks deep, which means the horse cannot simply walk out of them. Now, if you do not want to be killing your friends when you're playing this, or if you have maybe PvP, well, if you have PvP turned off on your server, this won't do you any good, I guess. But what you can do is you can build these little pits on either side and use some knockback 2 wooden swords to try and knock them into the pit to dehorse them. And then you can just score based on hits on your opponent, hits on the horse, and if you're knocked down into the pit, that's a loss for you. Or a full point, or however you want to score it, and then you just have to kind of jump out of the pit and hope your horse can make it. Alright, we have healed up our horses, and we are ready to go and test out this way of doing it with the little pits. I haven't actually tested this before. I'm assuming it'll work. If it doesn't work, you can all laugh at me hilariously, or I won't put it in the video, one or the other, but haha, I'll probably put it in the video so you can laugh at me hilariously. But once again, I have my opponent across the way. I salute him, and he might salute me. We'll see what happens. Yes, okay, brilliant. We saluted each other like gentlemen. I'll close up my gates, and I'll push my button to say that I'm ready. And hold forward. Alright, and now the point is to try and knock him into the pit. Nope, that didn't work out so hot. I wonder if this will work. Might need to hit the horse. Alright, oh, I suppose I need to hit it. Is ready again. Okay. Okay. Oh! Oh! Crap! I lost! I lost! Yeah, so it does work. You have to actually aim for the horse. So, yeah. I salute you, good sir. I salute you. How many hearts does your horse have?
1 left.
1 left? 1 left? You mean you lost 1 heart?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you can do scoring based on, hits on the horse, based on hits on your opponent, and then based on getting knocked into the pit here. If you wanted to... Oh, man, you were on there. Dang it all. So I would recommend, if you do this, maybe put a wall here of glass or something, just so that, you will fall into the pit. A little bit of a better guarantee with that. But yeah, otherwise it works out really well. You can do scoring however you want to. You can even put water in here so your opponent does literally get the horse, but then you have to fish him out, which I thought was annoying, so I didn't do that for this particular test. But yeah, a couple of just other notes, and then we'll be done. Okay, now as a note, you can of course do some of these things differently. You can, obviously, if you want to forego the lights or the note blocks, that's just fine. They're not needed. If you wanted to maybe put the note blocks where the lights are, you could certainly do that. And it would work just the same as if you were to have everything going the way it is. This button here, not necessary. You could put a pressure plate there so you automatically say that you're ready when you go across. Otherwise, you could rig up the input in other ways as well with tripwire hooks, or if you wanted to have a clock there running with a longer timer so that it would reset anytime you came over here, and you just have a ready button to say, oh yeah, start the clock type of a thing. You can do that as well. And it's just nice and simple. Really nice and simple type of deal. And yeah, if you like it, let me know what you think. If you use any changes you would like to see made or that you think should be made, definitely once again, let me know. But this video right here, it's been a lot of fun to record. I've never done a tutorial before, so I do apologize for my stumbling around and awkwardness. And I'd like to thank my younger brother for coming and helping me out. It was a great time. And I'd like to thank actually Tango Tek and ImpusleSV, 2 YouTubers that I watch who play on the Hermitcraft server, and they're the ones who inspired me to build this. I was watching them stream one time, and they were talking about building a jousting thing, and I was like, hey, I could totally do that, and so I did. And now the world is a better place for it. So, well, something like that at any rate. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy this. If you would like to download this map for yourself, I honestly don't know if I'll be able to do that for you because I am inept at things like that. But definitely let me know. Give me a contact or a comment in the comment section, and I will do what I can to get a copy of this map to you. Feel free to build it in your single-player worlds. I don't need credit, but don't take it as your own because I'm so happy that I made this. It's a wonderful little thing. I do believe that is everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to catch you next time. Ta-ra, peoples of the interwebs. Ta-ra, and happy jousting.